Cool name, loser. I don't even look in the mirror because if I look like you, I can't even say what I would do if I look like you. I'm trying to be nice and trying to respond with kindness because if I look like you, well, let's just say you better hope your parents have life insurance. That's all I gotta say if I look like you.
Before we get started today, I do just want to thank each and every one of you for your support. I genuinely appreciate you guys showing up in the comments and having discussions and cracking jokes with me. I recently hit 100 subscribers, which is kind of a dream come true for me. I didn't think anyone would be watching my videos, much less subscribing to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you to the Tophia archive for providing all of this wonderful footage for us, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. We've got another endurance test today. We've got some more footage from the Tophia archive. It looks like Big Toph went live and has been going live nearly every single day. Just when I think I'm out, she pulls me right back in with another round of rage baiting. I'm going to try and get through this entire live stream today. It is a true endurance test. I've never been able to do something like this before, but I did like my full routine. I took a shower, I took a blinker, I've got some fresh coffee. So I encourage everybody to get a drink, get their blinker going, like do whatever you gotta do, and we're gonna settle in and we're gonna watch Big Toph talk some real big bullshit.
I have protection around me. So if you're insinuating death in any way, shape, or form, the only person who's gonna need life insurance first is you. First of all,
yo, that's crazy work, Toph. No way you're actually just threatening people on the internet. That's crazy. And we all know you don't have any protection. Are you kidding me? We've all seen the sightings of you walking around Albuquerque. I'm 2 seconds into this video and I'm already out of breath from just ranting so fucking hard.
When I talk about sex, I'm a grown adult. I've never had sex with anyone, so...
I wasn't expecting that. You know what? I was not expecting that. I mean, I should have been expecting that, but I wasn't expecting that.
You enjoy, please.
You wish you're in the same bed as me. That's kind of... okay. That's creepy. That's not weird at all. You thought I wasn't gonna go live, but I did. When did I...
Toph, you also wish whoever that said that was in that bed with you. You are starving for attention. It's why you do all of the things that you do. It's the reason why you are the way that you are. It's the reason that compelled you to read that one out loud in the first place, because it gave you a hit of dopamine, even if you're going to pretend like it wasn't something that you wanted. I told myself before I started recording this today, you guys, that I was going to try and take this a bit more serious and be a bit more analytical and try and follow along with the cadence of what she's saying and just her general thought process. But it is already impossible. She's just jumping from topic to topic, talking about absolute nothing burgers.
Did I say I wasn't gonna go live? I never said I wasn't gonna go live. Anyways, careful. Thank you. I didn't go live yesterday. God, I'm ugly, says the person who has a profile picture of an anime character. You make that your personality. People that like anime tend to be the most insecure people in...
Toph, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. If anything, in my experience, it's the people who like anime who are absolutely unapologetically themselves.
Life. You're calling someone ugly when you feel ugly because you could barely look at yourself in the mirror. Be honest with yourself.
You know, if I'm being honest with myself, Tophiachu, you make me feel better about the way that I look. As mean as that sounds, as awful as it is the honest truth.
I know I like anime, but the thing is I'm not going around calling people ugly. And if I did...
Wait, hold on. This is going to be the very first time in my content creation career where I'm going to actually get to pull up receipts. Roll the fucking clip.
I'm ugly. No, you're ugly. Because you push your insecurities on other people. You love to post unflattering photos and call me ugly. No, on your best day, you're still ugly. Your worst day, you're even uglier. Ugly people talk about people's looks. It's because someone provoked me to, because they said it first. You really gotta think.
Damn.
Why do people just talk about people's looks straight up?
Damn, I really paused that way too early and then went to go find the receipts of her calling people ugly. But my point still stands, Toph. You can't say that you don't do shit because you always have a caveat afterwards. You say that you don't call people ugly, but you do. And then when you know immediately that people are going to be able to find recorded evidence because nothing ever leaves the internet, you have to throw in a caveat of, oh, I must have been provoked. And quite frankly, I'm sure that if I looked hard enough, I could find evidence of you just unprovoked calling people ugly. But I'm a little too lazy to do that. And I feel like we're 1 minute into this archive stream. This is a 2-hour long video of an archived stream. I want to know how long the original stream was.
Provoked. What provoked you to call me ugly? I didn't even say anything about your looks, but I can go.
I mean, they're just telling the truth, Toph.
There. And considering the fact that a lot of the people that talks about people being ugly are the ones that literally don't even show their face at all. How you gonna call someone ugly when you don't even have the guts to show your actual face online is weird. And then people be coming to their defense. No, that's being a big bully. Don't be a big bully.
I don't know, Toph. I'll be the first one to admit that I'm unconventionally attractive. I don't fit the standard beauty things. It's part of the reason why I don't beauty standards. That's part of the reason why I don't put my face on the internet. I don't want to be relentlessly bullied, but I would still mog you, and I still could. But also, it's not even just about insecurity. For me, it's like, I think that I want to hide behind the insecurity, but the reality is it's privacy. I don't want to put my face out there. Like, even if I never ever get past the 100 subscribers that I have right now, I just don't want my face to be out there forever. That just is scary to me. I don't want that level of attention brought on me, dude. I want to be able to walk through life and just exist. And I know that that sounds pretty grandiose, right? But it's like, I don't know, I just feel like it's good practice to not post your face on the fucking internet. It has nothing to do with whether or not I'm ugly.
Bully? How are you gonna defend people bullying somebody for their looks? Nobody asked.
And
what
also,
do you mean I can't
also
go
not to get right back on my soapbox and pause the video again, but the only reason why people bully you for your looks, Toph, is because you are provably a terrible human being. And you do it to yourself. It's funny when you get rage baited. It's funny to hear you go on these rants when you're kind of unintelligent and ignorant on the subjects that you like to speak on. It's really funny to get you riled up, and no one feels bad doing it because you are a terrible person.
After a certain time, I got no rules. To an extent, it's called privacy. Well, does it look like there's anyone here? No, it's just me. I blocked those accounts. Rage baiting is different than calling someone ugly. Calling someone ugly is not rage bait. Rage baiting is...
No, it's... No, I'm pretty sure in your case it's rage baiting. It enrages you. It baits out a rage. Like, come on, Toph. You're so dumb.
Using a topic like race to rage bait someone. I don't share a room. You don't even know where I'm at, so... Hold on. You don't even know where I'm at, so... But rage bait is literally a topic to get people to get angry, like white women trying to make black women angry. That's rage.
You are the only one making it about race. And that's crazy to me, Tophia, that you as a white woman would even try to speak on race. That's absurd to me. And I'm getting rage baited right now. You are currently performing what your definition of rage bait is, although I'm not a black woman, I will admit that. You, a white woman, are rage baiting someone on the topic of race. That's great, Tophia. Why don't you just stop speaking altogether, do us all a favor, and get off the internet? Rage baiting is just a topic intended to piss somebody off, like your looks. People use your looks as a topic to rage bait you. It has nothing to do with race. I don't actually, Tophia, genuinely, in the entire time that I've been covering you and watching videos of other people covering you, I don't think that anyone has ever used your ethnicity to insult you, other than to call you a white woman, which I personally think is hilarious. And I have watched several creators who are black women make fun of you for being a straight white woman. And it is the funniest thing in the world to me. So please, Toph, stop trying to act like a white savior. That's all I have to say on that.
Rage baiting. Rage baiting is not calling someone ugly. That's being a bully. Call it what it is and stop trying to defend being a bully.
Do you guys want to hear what it's like when someone bullies somebody? Let's roll the clip.
I wouldn't even believe a bitch that got fired from her job for not shutting the fuck up. She kept making videos about me saying that I was the reason why my brother got murdered and ended up losing her job. That's what the fuck she gets for not shutting the fuck up. She runs her mouth too damn much. She thinks that she's all high and mighty. Her aunt is a fucking racist, and you don't even call that shit out. She literally says my aunt is a racist, but does not name drop her. Why? Because you want your aunt to keep your job. You don't really care that your aunt is racist because you would have name dropped her. Stupid bitch lives with her cousin because she can't afford a place to live and got evicted. So there's no reason why she should talk about me not being able to pay rent when she couldn't fucking pay her rent and she has an eviction on her name. Unlike me, I don't have no evictions on my name. I could go wherever I want and pay wherever I want. I don't gotta worry. For her, she's stuck where the fuck she's at because she can't afford shit. So I don't even know why people are sitting here defending someone who's in the same motherfucking boat as me. She's even lucky she's got a place to live. She can't move anywhere else. It was exposed.
And I would just like to say that at the beginning of this clip, she talks about how she's sleeping outside of a thrift store and can only use the bathroom inside the thrift store, and then goes on to insult somebody for having an eviction on their record. Do better, Tophiachu. Please do better.
Rage bait is literally a topic to get people to get angry, like white women trying to make black women angry. That's rage baiting. Rage baiting is not calling someone ugly. That's being a bully. Call it what it is and stop trying to defend being a bully. Your whole existence online has been nothing but you being rage baited. Calling someone ugly is not rage baiting.
Oh my god, yes, it absolutely is, Tophia. You're getting rage baited right now. It's actually hysterical.
Want to be called a bully, then don't be a bully. When has calling someone ugly rage baited? That's not how that works. My connection, that's because there's only one bar.
I wish you guys could see my face right now.
Rage baiting has everything to do with race too, because people use race to rage bait. A lot of white people rage bait black people because...
Yes, that is very true. That is absolutely true. You can use race to rage bait people. It is not mutually exclusive. It is not... You can rage bait people without using race. I rage bait my cat all the time by kissing her paws. She hates it, but I do it anyways until she gets angry at me and swats at me. That's rage baiting. I'm not doing that because she's a tuxedo cat as opposed to a calico cat. Like, come on, Tophia.
Let me tell you something. White people know not to say the N-word, but they do it anyways. You know why? Because they love to make black people mad. That's their motive, right? White women say stuff all the time to black women to provoke black women to get mad. That's rage baiting. Yes.
Yes. First off, I hate it when Tophia has the rare moment where I agree with something that she says. And I will say what I say every time I do. I agree with those previous statements. However, I do not think, Tophia, that you are the person that should be speaking on these issues. I think, if anything, you speaking on these issues is going to make white people take them less seriously. And that's an issue for me. I really don't think you are the woman to be speaking on these issues. You need to be focused on getting a job. You need to be focused on getting yourself out of whatever situation you're in. I'm not going to pretend like you haven't faced racism in your life, because I'm sure you absolutely have. But at the same time, that's not the reason why you're homeless. You are the reason why you're homeless. So stop speaking on all this racial stuff and just go put the fries in the bag.
Race can be a part of rage baiting. There's a lot of things that could be rage baiting, but calling someone ugly is not one of them. You cannot call somebody ugly. Calling somebody ugly.
I'll do it right now, Tophia. You're dumb, you're ugly, you're ignorant, you don't know what you're talking about, and you're lazy. What are you going to do about it? You're going to send people after me? Your security? The people that you know? What, are you going to get mad at me for telling the truth?
Ugly is not rage baiting, that's bullying. You're making fun of someone's looks. Making fun of people is not rage baiting, considering the fact that when you're talking about rage, I feel like it's beyond angry. And right now I'm mad chilling, so I'm not even enraged. I'm just being...
You are mad, comma, chilling. You're mad, but you're chilling because you ain't got nothing else to do. And I'll fully admit, I'm mad. You got me heated. You got me all the way fucked up, Tophiachu. I thought that I genuinely spent time getting to a zen place, hoping that I could get through this, but I did not realize how deeply my dislike for you ran. All right, y'all. I'm back. I had to pause for a second. I had to take another blinker. I had to chill out for a second. Tophia got me a little too angry. I wanted to keep my cool. I wanted to show composure, but there's just something about Tophia that really pulls all of the anger and frustration out of me, and I don't know what it is. Obviously, I know that it's because she's her, but I don't know why her specifically, because I've interacted with a lot of people who are on the same level as she is, but there's something specifically about her that just really gets me going. Anyways, let's keep going. I've been talking my shit for a very long time, and we're only 4 minutes into this 2-hour long video. I don't think that I'm going to be able to make it through this today, at least, but you know what? We're going to try and make this the very first Tophia archive video that I get all the way through, even if it takes me a couple of days and new content comes out, because at this point, I feel like not being able to finish one of these streams from her is like her winning in a weird way. So I'm committing to finishing this regardless of how angry and upset she makes me. We're going to deconstruct her bullshit, and we're going to call her out on all the dumb things that she said.
Truthfully honest. The people that call people ugly are the ones that won't look in the mirror themselves. That's honest. If you don't like the honesty, then you could kick rocks. Nothing I said was me saying it with rage. Nowhere did I sound angry, so technically they didn't rage bait me, and that's not even rage.
If you think that your tone of voice is what denotes your level of rage, then you are even stupider than I thought you were. And you probably have never experienced true rage, because every time I've been truly enraged or seen someone reach that point, they're quiet. They're not angry. They're quiet. And it's terrifying. But in this case, rage baiting is the fact that we know you're rage baited because you're still speaking on this. You won't let it go. You won't stop talking about it. And you have to defend yourself every time someone calls you ugly. That's how we know that it's under your skin and you've been successfully rage baited.
Baiting, so calling me trans is not going to make me angry. It's just going to cause you to get blocked. And cool name loser, I don't even look in the mirror, because if I look like you, I can't even say what I would do if I look like you. I'm trying to be nice and trying to respond with kindness, because if I look like you, well, let's just say you better hope your parents have life insurance. That's all I gotta say if I look like you.
That is the most horrible thing that I have heard you say to date, Tophiachu. And I've spent a lot of time laughing at you and not taking you seriously, but that one sentence right there, I don't know. I'm never gonna let you live that down, Tophia. You're disgusting. You're abhorrent. You are abysmal.
Trying to be nice, because there's a lot of people that have PCOS, and PCOS, one of the symptoms of PCOS is there are women that grow beards because of PCOS. It's a medical condition. Making fun of someone for having a beard is weird, considering the fact that women are supposed to have hair. And you're a misogynist. So when people say, oh, you do stuff for male attention, that's doing stuff for male attention, because you just literally do what males do.
If I say you do something for male attention, saying that is doing something for male attention because I'm doing what males do. Do you think about the words that come out of your mouth before they like exit your face? Do you put any, well, actually I know this is second monitor content, but if you'll all just kindly glance over at Tophia's face right now, you can clearly see the cogs turning. You can clearly see her desperately trying to form a thought. And the lights are on. They're a little bit dim, but they're on. But no one is home. There's no one home up there, dude. That's crazy.
And you're a woman. That's weird. You're not a feminist. You can't call yourself, you're not a girl's girl, because girls do not talk about women and their hair. That's like men saying women's armpits have to be shaved, their leg has to be shaved.
I don't see the correlation. I also don't think that you have any right to be speaking on who is and isn't a girl's girl, because I've heard you speak about other women before and it's disgusting. The level of jealousy that you have is... it's absurd. It's absurd at how jealous you are of other women.
Their places have to be shaved, right? That is so weird. Why would you want to be a misogynist? Women have beards because of PCOS. Women have a lot of things. Did you know that there was a trans woman that said that laser hair removal should be available to everyone, not just trans people, but to women? And I do agree, because I have to pay for laser hair removal. I can help that I grow a beard. Do you know how crazy it is that I grow a lot of hair? I shave one day and it's already grown back. That's how crazy.
Why are you telling us this? I don't care.
It is. The next day I have that. There's nothing I can do about it except just live with it. I shave a lot. Trying to make someone insecure over something that they can't control is crazy, considering the fact that I have to shave my neck too, because they couldn't figure out why I was growing hair on my neck, and it makes my neck look dark, and sometimes it makes it look like I haven't even washed my neck. Women do have beards because actually back in the day, back in the 1900s, the early 1900s, when they had the teas in circuses, remember the woman with the beard in the circus? She made money. The bearded lady. There's women that have beards.
Okay, hear me out, Tophia. Hear me out. You need money. You can grow a beard. I'm just saying. The logical path is laid out right in front of you.
That rock full-grown beards. Women. Who decided what the beauty standard was? Why did we decide women are not allowed to have hair? Why did we decide the beauty standard was blonde-haired, blue-eyed women? Why did we decide that?
I don't know who we is, but I didn't decide that. That's not my beauty standard. I think beauty standards culturally do exist absolutely for fucking sure, but by and large in the modern era, I think that more and more beauty standards are becoming personal preference and matter less and less every single day. And let's be real, Toph. It's not just your physical looks that people are referring to when they're calling you ugly. It's your personality. It's your heart. It's your soul, or lack thereof. Like, let's be fucking real.
Well, I don't know if it's PCOS. I haven't been tested for that. But I do.
Okay, so you're gonna go on this huge big rant about PCOS and how we shouldn't judge this and we shouldn't judge this, but you're just a hairy bitch. You haven't been tested. So... wait, but that doesn't track. Because if they couldn't figure out why there was hair growing on your neck, wouldn't they test you for PCOS? But you're saying you haven't been tested? How much of, on average, if you were to put it into a fraction or a percentage, what percentage of stuff that comes out of your mouth is just a fucking lie, Tophia?
You know that it's just weird to judge women on what they have. Who decided what the beauty standard is? People have literally broken the beauty standard. The lizard man got his whole body tattooed in scales. A guy that has his face is altered and he's got horns coming out of his skin. Who sits here and is just like, I'm just gonna nitpick on what people have? It's crazy. I will shave crazy, and the next day the hair on my face is already growing back, and there's nothing I can do about it, because the only way to do something about it is laser hair removal, which means when you get that, it stops it at the root so it doesn't grow back. I don't
Oh my
have any
God. It's
waxing
like you're
kits. I
reading
can't
off
afford
of the
that.
AI summary of
But
Google, dude. God, you're so frustrating to listen to. I Everyone in your chat knows exactly what laser hair removal is, Tophia. You don't need to explain it. And why do you repeat yourself? Why do you repeat, like, genuinely, it's starting to get to me. Like, I feel like I'm wasting everybody's time by making them listen, and myself by, you're saying the same thing like 3 times. It's driving me insane. I might have to take another break. Oh my God, I might have to take a blinker, catch my breath, go pet my cat, because this is absurd. How does she get me so heated?
I shave a lot, and I use the eyebrow shaver, because if I use a regular shaver, like a regular razor, that just makes the hair grow back a lot faster. It doesn't even work. I shave a lot, and for me, sometimes I'm tired. I don't want to keep shaving and shaving. And I know that there's, on TikTok, they have these laser hair removal that you can do at home. But I don't got money for that. You got money for that? I don't have to shave every day because I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
So grow a beard, start posting content with the beard, start posting body positivity content of you embracing yourself, right? Explain that you have a condition, turn it into a thing. People are probably going to make fun of you, but they already do. So what's the difference? It's like, Tophia, you've got this massive platform that you could actually use to do something to better yours and Mama Chu's life, and put Brother Chu in the ground if you so desire, or be able to travel to where you want to spread his ashes. You have a massive platform, Toph, and yet you insist on laying in a tent, calling people ugly, fighting with other women, lamenting the fact that you can't be with an Asian man. You're beefing with minors constantly. Like, it's so weird, dude. Come on, do better, please. I feel like I'm constantly saying that, but you need to do better.
I don't need to shave for what? Someone likes me for who I am. Why do I have to shave just because you don't like it? No one gives a fuck what you like. I don't give a fuck what you like. It's not about what you like. I could go to your page right now and pick something apart about you that I don't like and tell you you need to change that. That would be very rude. I don't bully people. I don't start.
We've already rolled the clip once of her bullying someone, so we're not going to do it again. Goodness, Tophia. You literally can't help but contradict yourself over and over again, can you? You literally can't help it. You have nothing else going on, and you sit on these lives for so long that you start on one end of whatever argument you're on and then end up on the other end by the time your life is over. It's crazy to me.
Picking apart their looks and this and that. A lot of the celebrities, if you were to see them without makeup, you would be shocked. A lot of people feel like they have to keep themselves a certain way. Why do you think they get all these plastic surgeries and all these Botox and lip fillers, and they make themselves a...
It just occurred to me, Tophia is like the living embodiment of the dead internet theory. I think that's why it's so uncanny and why it bothers me so much. She's like, if a fucking bot on Twitter or in the YouTube comments was an actual person, if an AI post was an actual person, that's what Tophia is. That's why it bothers me so much.
A certain way. People looked better before their plastic surgeries, and they look horrible after. I've seen so many people go to the extremes with their plastic surgery that they look better when they were younger. People turn to plastic surgery because they got bullied. Oh, who was one of the biggest celebrities of all time that got plastic surgery for being bullied? We all know who that was, Michael Jackson. In the movie Michael, his dad would make fun of him and call him Big Nose. And the media nitpicked. Oh, he felt like his acne. That was an insecurity of his acne, and then became his nose. His dad called him Big Nose. And because of that, he turned...
I feel like you talking about this is just you... It's like you trying to justify your own insecurities, is what it is. Like, yeah, you're not a celebrity, so it's it's not like you can actually identify with these people, because if you were actually identifying with the fact that people have insecurities, you'd be talking about like normal people. You wouldn't be jumping to celebrities. But you do have this like overinflated ego, and I genuinely think you're trying to justify your own insecurities without admitting the fact that you are insecure.
To plastic surgery. So much plastic surgery, his nose started caving in, and I'm pretty sure he could barely breathe. That much nose jobs, and his nose is caving in. His septum was deviated pretty badly. It's not a lie. He was probably struggling and having breathing problems with the amount of nose jobs that he got done because of people like you who make people feel insecure. That's why a lot of women...
Gosh darn it, Toph, you're right. I shouldn't have bullied Michael Jackson so hard. I'm the reason why he got nose jobs. I should be ashamed of myself.
Get gigantic boobs. For me, I've never understood having beanbag sized boobs. Whatever people do with their money is on them. I'm not gonna bash people for any type of plastic surgery because it's their money. Whatever they do is on them. But that one girl that had, I don't know if it was 3 boobs or 2, and one of them exploded, she got infected. Someone showed actual saline implants, and when her saline implants were taken out, it was mold. She had molded implants inside her body. K. Michelle took her BBL out, she had that removed. A lot of these surgeries are damaging your body, and it's not even about people saying, hey, having an issue and trying to tell people what to do with their bodies. But
I might have to call it here, because again, I'm following along with what she's saying, but she meanders throughout conversations so frequently that it's like, how did we get here on the topic of plastic surgery? And why are you even talking about it? Why aren't you interacting with your chat in a more constructive way and trying to build a community? Why are you targeting specific individuals in your chat to argue with? Why aren't you actually using this time and opportunity to build generational wealth for you and your family? You want kids so bad, right, Tophia? Like, why aren't you using this time to build wealth so that the supposed children that you want to have actually have a foundation? You know, why aren't you trying to better yourself? Do you genuinely and truly think in your heart of hearts that sitting around in a tent on live stream, complaining about things, talking about celebrities, and perpetuating posts that you see on the internet is a good way to build a successful career and life? Do you genuinely think things are going to get better for you if you just continue to sit around doing this every day? And with that, I'm going to call it, because I was only able to get 11 minutes and 30 seconds into this video, but I'm pretty sure I've got like 45 minutes of footage. So we're going to pick this back up tomorrow. We may even pick it back up later tonight. I'm going in for the night shift. It's my last 3 night shifts, and then I get to go back to my normal schedule. So I'm going to try and do my best to get all this recorded. If you have anything else that you want to hear me talk about, or you think that there's another topic that might rage bait me and get me heated, if you think that that's funny, then go ahead and put that in the comments. Thank you all for your support. I truly and genuinely appreciate you all, and we'll see you next time.